Hi everyone, this is Phyllis with Phyllis Finds. I have got some fun Dollar Tree finds for you. They have got their fall coming out and their Halloween coming out. So let's get into this. First thing I was going to show you though is this cute little ceramic elephant. I love elephants. And this in here has more cubist style design. I did previously purchase the little bubble or balloon elephant. So got this little guy to go with them. So I've got the two fun elephants. And that's Crafter's Square. They had one other animal, but that's the one I wanted. So, I picked up this. Now, this is a gift bag, and they had a few other ones, but I loved the fact that it had the rooster on it. The tag was really, really cute here. You've got the ribbon that you can use. I was thinking this would make a really fun cover for a journal, and I like the sides. So there's a lot to be used in this. It does have glitter, so be prepared for that. But you can rub off a lot of that prior to using it. So let's start with the fall first. Now, I know I have gotten this last year, this Thankful Tree Kit. It does have, the trees has the little pop dots on it, and as well as the leaves. Nice thing about this is these leaves all pop out. So when you have the tree, you can cut this in half and use it on a journal page. For both sides there. And then the leaves out. The leaves all pop out. So really great for doing junk journals. Let me see if I've got. White paper here so you can kind of see. So really great for junk journals. And you've got all of these leaves. They're two-sided. So the nice thing about them, they'd make great little tucks. You have 2 pages. These can also be used as table scatter if you don't want to, use them to put on the little tree or to use in junk journals. You could just pop them out and put them on a table. But look at how fun these are. Double-sided and lots of pretty fall colors. You could punch these out and make dots as well. But the trees and the leaves. So lots of fun there. And I think it has, yeah, you can make 2 trees if you wanted to make them standing up. And then each one of these is just glued in place. So that is a real fun one. Now those are $1.50. Haven't raised the price on that from last year, but that one is a fun one. These, every year I look for these. And the reason being is because of the cutouts on here are really, really fun. They also have the background. And it's a 6-piece set, so you have 6 pages of these pop-outs. And of course they have a white border on them, as you can see. But this one here has the kitty cat, has the puppy dog, has happy fall. It has this fall tree that pops right out. And then it has this pile of leaves. And then of course you get these round discs in just a solid cream color. So now you can use these in many different ways. You can cut them in half. You can cut them in quarters and use them as a tuck corner. All of the leaves and everything work really well with that. So be on the lookout for those. They are the craft kits. And they also had this one. And I think all of these have the cream disc. Yeah, cream disc. It's just each of the things is different. So here you have Big Lawn, you have Barn, Apple, Hello Autumn, the sun. There's little clouds up here that pop right out of the tree, and another tree, and a windmill. So for $1.50, all this ephemera is a really, really good deal. And the last one is this one, and I thought it was just adorable. It also has the cream discs, but you have pumpkins, mushrooms, fall leaves, a couple trees, an acorn, cute little fox, cute little raccoon, a hedgehog, and then of course this green disc is for grass. And it gives you an example at the top of each of the bands as to how you can set it up. If you want to do the picture, you know, it gives you options for doing that. But like I said, these discs are great. You can cut them out and do other things with them besides using them for this. So be on the lookout for those. They work great for fall junk journals. Mushrooms. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen these little mushrooms. They are styrofoam, so these are great for decor. Very lightweight, but they do have a fabric top. It was like a chenille, and then a crepe paper on the stems. There are 3 in the package. All 3 are the same size, same decor. And then they had other colors. They had darker ones. These are the 2 that I picked out. They had the cream. But super, super cute with that chenille on there. So be on the lookout for those. These would be fun to just prop up. They don't stand very well, so they'd have to be something you would glue onto a base in order for them to be used, or you could put them in decor, put a toothpick on the bottom and stick it in styrofoam. This one I never noticed, but it has a, I guess where their wood dowel push through. So trim that off. I did pick up 3 different fat quarters. They've gotten these out. They had 2 different plaids, and then a couple other little designs, but I liked these. So first one is the fall motif, and so it has the foxes, hedgehogs, has a little squirrel, has acorns, mushrooms. Really, really super cute. And of course the plaid goes really well with this, with the yellow, orange, brown, kind of a rusty color. And then this one, which is the sunflowers. And if you've noticed, I brought out the sunflower placemats that I had bought previously. They still have these at the store. They are using, these have been only $1 a piece. So you can, great thing to pick up for fall. And this one is super, super cute. So be on the lookout for the fat quarters, fun fat quarters. And then the last thing I got in for fall, or could be for Christmas, was this. It's wax paper. It is this plaid. Let's see if I can pop this open so you can see. But this would be good in junk journals as well. Now, I've been on the lookout for the licensed wax paper, but have not come across any yet. But my Dollar Tree had this plaid. So I thought, you know, you can use this for fall. It'd be fun in a Father's Day junk journal, or just to use for, you know, in your kitchen. But this one here was, I think $1.25 still, or it was $1.50. Okay, on to the Halloween. Now, we all know we love Halloween, and get the mushrooms over here and out of the way. So the first thing I picked up was this. Now this is a light. It doesn't. I did not put batteries in it yet. It is a LED lantern, but I thought it was super, super cute. It has the little ghosty in the window, spider webs. It has a spider on the front and a bat. These will probably go pretty quickly. This was $1.50 for the little haunted house. I only picked up 1 ribbon. I do have quite a few Halloween ribbons, but this one here is the black and white check, and so it's one that you can use for not only Halloween, you could use it for Christmas, you could use it for a picnic junk journal, but super, super cute there with the plaid. I did pick up these 2, Make Your Own Haunted House. Now these are out of the foam, and so they go together with little connectors, and then they have all the little foam pieces. Whether I make it into a Halloween house or just use the foam pieces, I haven't decided yet, but I think they're super cute. One is the green and purple, and the other is orange and black. Okay, stickers. Did pick up these two stickers here. This one here is metallic, and I loved the pastel look of it. It has the, let's see if this one here, there it is. They are raised, so as you can see on the back side, $1.50 for these, but really cute ghosties on there, pumpkins, kitty cats, bats, eyeballs in a jar, some really fun ones. There's candy, so I fell in love with that one. And then this one here has kitty cats and ghosts. They did have some that they had last year, and so I didn't pick up those. And I should have been paying closer attention. These are not punched out right. Their print is off from their punch, which is kind of upsetting, because now I can't really use it unless I go and exchange it. That's what we might do, what you can do. But these are foam, so be on the lookout for those. I did pick up one bouquet of flowers. Now, the reason I did this is because it has this sheer organza in there. So these are great for using on junk journals, for tucking, for making different things. And I watched someone do a junk journal, and so I thought, well, I'm going to just do one for myself. Creepers, the wishing well is the one she used, and I thought, well, that's just adorable. And it has all these fun pictures, as well as, you know, different things that you can use in a junk journal. Love the font on it. And so, and then I also got this picture frame. It is really a flat one, so I thought it would be good to go on the front of a junk journal. And it has glass in it, but you can change that out or not put glass in it at all. Of course, wouldn't be the same without going through the back to school and the calendars. So here are the two things that I picked up in the calendars. This little weekly planner. I love the front cover, so that can be used in a junk journal if you wanted. But the inside, these are all undated. It is not super thick paper, but I loved the border on it with the yellow check and the flowers. So that was $2. And then I got this one, wall art calendar. And I thought, this is not... I've just not usually seen anything like this in their calendars. And I usually pick up calendars every year to put in. And then, of course, you got all these little pictures on the back you can cut up. and use. So that one I thought was a really good deal for $2. I had everything fall out of my bag. Okay, we did pick up these. The Expressions Hallmark cards are something that are really good. This one has a little thank you on it. They are blank inside, but you can cut that off if you want, or you can put a sticker over it and still use this in a junk journal. Now, everybody's been buying these index cards. The only color it didn't have there was the green, but they're really kind of fun because they have the capacity to tuck things in. And then, of course, all these fun dividers here. These are perforated, so you can pull them out. But Rolodex, they're almost like a Rolodex, so it'd be fun to decorate each one up, depending on the time of the year. So Christmas, Halloween, maybe Valentine's or spring on that one. This one, Desk Notepad. Now, I had never seen this one before. I thought the border was really cute with the green dot. And then, of course, today's the day to use in a junk journal. You can cut out little pieces of it or use the whole page and fold it. Number of ways you can use that one. Two more notebooks. Do not worry, but pray with gratitude. Philippians 4:6. Now, I do like getting these journaling books because I have used them in various ones. This one has a sea motif along the bottom. It has coral down below on the page, and it is in gray. You can colorize that if you were wanting to, but it's double-sided. It has it on both sides. So these would be great in any junk journal, just to put in as a journaling spot, to use whichever way you want. And the covers itself are really good for junk journaling. And this one here is May God fill you with His joy and peace. Also has the flowers down at the bottom, double-sided, so it has, this side is one design, this side is another, but in the gray. And the covers are really heavy, not bad at all. So those two. And then I got two of these little books. This one here says Go for Your Dreams. So I was expecting it to be all this bright colors. It is all pink, but still fun. I love the colors. This would be good for a Valentine, an Easter, or Mother's Day. You can, cut these out for tucks. It has this one here, a place to journal. You can cut the tops and the bottoms and use them as tuck spots, but all the way through. So fun on that one. And make big plans. So now this one here has got lots of the jewel tones, and it also has like the journaling pages in there, some fun darker black backgrounds, oranges. You could use this in the fall as well, but all fun sayings and, quotes and Bible verses. So that one is a good one. And then these three, now I did pick up the pig set, and I did not realize that it was more than one journal in there. So I had foregone the rhino because I just was not excited about the rhino. So, this one, somebody else did, and it was Kim from Kimbo's Creations. You know, she's a great enabler. Has the elephant. And the moment I saw that, I says, I have got to go find it because I love elephants. I will just keep this one for my own personal use. But, oh, how cute is that? Or I might make a junk journal out of it. It's hard to say. Super, super cute. And, of course, the rhino. He has his purpose in life as well. This one here is the otter. I had thought about him as well with the pig, but I was going to only get one set, and so I chose the pig because he was pink and he was cute. And the moment she showed this otter and the hedgehog had me. So, cute little eyes looking over the edge. I wish they did it, packaged them like this so you could see both sides, because nobody ever knows that there is two in there. So, let me get a drink here real quick. So, be on the lookout for these. They are in the back to school area, and 2 of the stores were completely out of them. Only the 3rd store that I went to had these sets. So, I grabbed them because I could not pass them up. And the other thing I got was a composition book. Now, I don't need any composition books. I have quite a few of them. But I got it because of this little guy on the front. And Dollar Tree had theirs for $1. I don't know whether it's they have certain sales that they've been doing, you know, because like the placemats, those have been $1. And so you just have to sit there and watch and look through the store because they have other things that they are running on sale. So this little guy, and there were others, but I picked it because of the elephant on there. And there is more. I did find one more frame. This one was butterflies. I hadn't decided whether I'll make a cover journal on this or a bigger journal or cut out each of the butterflies. I haven't decided on that. But I thought it was really kind of fun, and so I grabbed it. Wall art. They have a tendency to sell out of the wall art pretty quickly. And they've had some nice prints. Also in this school, get these guys out of the way. They have these Jot file folders. And this are the 2 that I picked out. There are 3 file folders in the package. So foil on the front side of the file, or on the back side of the file folder, because this would be considered the back, because you usually put it in this way. Front side does not have that. So if you wanted to make a junk journal out of this, you could easily do that and have your embellishments, or you could make 2 covers. There's so many options for these. And the fact that they have 3 in a package and they're really have fun decoration on them makes it worth the pickup. And then this one here is same thing, foiled on the back side. It's the cherries, the disco ball cherries. Kind of a fun little combination with the cute little bows. So 3 in there as well. So be on the lookout for the file folders. There were other patterns, but these are the ones that I gravitated towards, and so I picked up these. Stickers, stickers, stickers. Could not resist the stickers. Now, I have passed this particular set up multiple times. And, you know, I have a hard time with a bigger sticker on junk journals. But I started looking at it because, you know, I'm doing that butterfly junk journal. And there are 2. So you got the paper one in the back, and then you got the acetate one in the front. So you can take these apart, and they should come completely apart. If not, you could use the whole thing. But it's just a foam piece in there. It may or may not come off easy. I'm willing to try to see whether I can get them apart. And then I did pick up these 2. These are in the gold foil. I have gotten quite a few in the silver. I had not seen the gold, and so I picked up the gold. And they are quite pretty with the gold foil. And then in the kids' teacher's tree, they had these foil stickers. So I saw this and I thought, oh, well, this is fun. There's pencils in this. Let's see if I can get it done. So you've got the yellow pencils with the silver foil or holographic foil, blue pencils, red pencils, and purple pencils. And look how fun this is. Has that border going around. You can cut that off if you want, but 56 little fun pencils, and they're name tags, but you know us junk journals, we don't use everything for name tags. This one here is the clouds and the paper plane. So these are all blue. There's 4 sheets of blue clouds with paper planes. I thought those were super cute. Now, I did buy some of these before in the black and gray, and I found them in the colors. So I thought those were a good pickup. And then I also picked up these 2. Now, these are all labels. So they're great to put in your junk journal. This one here is, I believe, all black. But let's take a look, because you never know. Nope, yep, these are all black. So these would be fun to put on a page, and that'll go in the black and white junk journal kit that I've got going. And then these have the checker on there. There's the blue, red and yellow, and then the green and the pink. And then I did pick up another one of these chalkboard stickers because I thought those were super cute. Now, I did pick up 2 of the painter sets. I didn't realize I'd already picked one up, so unfortunately I got 2. But that's okay. We'll just use them. Keep them for whatever we need. They are really pretty colors, so we're going to use them. I did pick up these 2 erasers. This one, I thought would be fun in a girly junk journal with the glasses, the little purse, and the makeup. And then, of course, these guys are super cute. I'll have to see about making sure they're glued in place, because if you use them as a dangle, it's quite possible to come apart. And this I didn't notice before is little kitty cats for the ice cream cones. So isn't that adorable? Did pick up one package of napkins. This one has the gold foil on it. Party napkins. It is, looks like, only on the one corner page. It's not the whole entire napkin, which is too bad. But we're going to pour out and see. Yeah, it's only on the one. But, you know, that makes it so that you can use it on a single page. So that'll be a fun thing to put on a page with that little bit of gold foiling on there. I did pick up one zippered pouch. The Stitch Greetings from Hawaii and Aloha. I thought it was super cute. A great thing to put supplies in, you know, for traveling, pencils, markers, to go into a binder so that you've got everything, and for travel. So that was $1.50. Crafter Square, I did pick up this sewing set. Now, I don't use the inexpensive threads, but I thought these little spools would be kind of fun to use in a dangle and a tassel. And so you put a bead on each end, and there I have big fat beads here that you can put on it, and it'll be a fun dangle. I also picked up 2 packages of the baker's twine, black and white. I don't have any of those 2, so that was a good one. And this red and white would be fun for Christmas. And then this one has pink and white, teal and white, and a brown and white. Now, I did buy this last time, the little clipboard with the cherries, and decided to get the gummy bear as well. I thought he was adorable. And to go with him, I did get the squishy stress pen. I have bought these little stress pens before, and they're fun to sit there and play with. I've got one that I've had for a very, very long time that is a shark. This little guy here. Bought him a long time ago, and he's a fun one. So, the gummy bears. I also had gotten the strawberry one before, so I had to get the gummy bear one to go with it. 2 other things. I had gotten the strawberry one, so I did pick up this with the cake and the gummy bear and the game over ones. I thought those will be great for tags or tassels. And then, of course, the paper is really good to use in a junk journal. So, picked up those. If you've been in the nail art, this is another item that is really good for shakers. There's the pearl beads. This one here has the little gold and pearl gems. Flatbacks. Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. These are little, look like little faceted gems. So great little shaker things. Those would work really well in those little vials on that tutorial that I showed you. I did pick up these findings for the pins there to use, and it does have little gold caps, so that's another thing you can use. And then this little guy. I did pick up the gummy bear keychain. I thought it would be cute on a candy junk journal. And then the last thing I got at Dollar Tree were these little loveys. Strawberry shortcake, lotion, and lip gloss. So I have these little containers of hand cream that I keep at work. So this is the right size for that. So that's what I'm getting that for. This I thought was super cute because it is a strawberry shape and it looks like a popsicle. Anyway, those were the two things that I picked up there. Now the last bit I got was this bag charm. Now I got this at Walmart. It is a crocheted little strawberry. So keychain dangle. It is $4, $3.97. So a little bit more. But you know, I crochet, so I'm going to dig out my red yarn and my green yarn, and I'm going to see if I can replicate this and maybe make some more to use as dangles on a junk journal. And then if you haven't checked their stickers out at Walmart, they have wonderful ones, 97 cents. This one here is the bee. It's only one sheet in the package, but you know, they're nice. They're the clear silicone type acetate stickers, so they'll go on pretty nice. And fall leaves, and then these cute little butterflies. Now these are puffy ones, but these were only 97 cents each. So check out Walmart for stickers if you haven't thought about it at all. But this is all of the stuff from Dollar Tree, the few things that I got at Walmart, and tons and tons of stuff. Head into Dollar Tree. They've got all their fall. They're really getting a lot of their fall in, and their Halloween. And if your area is like my area, they go pretty quickly once they get put out. So thanks for watching, and hope you have a nice weekend.